Greetings and a happy Thanksgiving weekend. This is Mayor Jeff Schielke, and we're making this presentation today. We normally make them on Friday, but this one we're doing on Tuesday, November 23rd, because we wanted to get this out prior to Thanksgiving weekend because there's a lot going on that we wanted to make sure everybody in Batavia was aware of. One of the things I want to start by talking about is we have some very worthy drives going on to lighten and enhance Christmas for some of our more unfortunate citizens. The Batavia Access Toy Drive is again being put together, and it's going to be housed out next to the vaccine place at the old Sam's Club location on Randall Road at Mill Street in Batavia. And Roy and Jeannie Bailey and family, along with a number of other volunteers, are out there, and they're putting together collections of toys, and they're taking donations financial, which allows them to buy toys from some of our local merchants then. And last year we had about 700 kids that we provided toys to at Christmas time, and they all have to be from Batavia. That's the one condition that we have, that we kind of keep that in place so that this becomes a unique Batavia support of itself. And this will be the 71st year that we've done this toy distribution in Batavia. It started in 1950 by the former Fire Chief Bud Richter and the Batavia Fire Department repairing then broken toys, dolls without arms or bicycles with bent fenders or whatever have you, and they would repair them. And then members of the Batavia Rotary Club would gather all this stuff up, and about the 23rd of December they would run around town at night and leave stuff on the doors of the fronts of the homes or apartments where children who were identified as somebody who could use maybe some Christmas gifts would get them. So this is a long-standing Batavia tradition, and it's had a lot of supporters. Roy Bailey's mother and Ruth Johnson together for many years kind of put the whole thing forward, and others have been very active in it over the years. So we are very fortunate to continue this tradition in our town, and they are accepting donations, and I would encourage people to do so if you're so of a mind. Also, I'd like to announce that the Batavia United Way is sponsoring their Adopt a Family program, in which they are going to put together the list of needy families that they will then contact and invite them to come on a night down to a place in downtown Batavia where they will give them several bags or boxes full of groceries specifically to put on a very nice Christmas dinner for themselves and their family. And it costs them roughly about $150 per family to do this, so if anybody would like to make a donation to help a Batavia family have a nice Christmas, again, the United Way is a group that's overseeing this, and again, I would encourage support for that. Really, the toy drive is something that I take a lot of pride in because I have seen the good work that's done, and I would just encourage support of that. So as an announcement today, as the mayor, I'm very honored to report that we have a former Batavian by the name of Kevin Jakubowski, who went to Batavia schools and many years ago came down to my office with a script that he had written called the 8-Bit Christmas, and it was turned into a published book, and he came down and gave me a copy of the book, and now that whole book has been made into a movie, which is going to start being featured on November 24th for a month before Christmas. And I gotta make sure I got my directions right here. It's going to be on HBO Max, which is a streaming subscription service that is available on Batavia TVs. And to watch this channel, you pay a fee, and you can either pay a fee that will be with commercials or without commercials. The without is a little bit more, but this will be one of several programs of the Christmas season that will be offered on HBO Max on the streaming service. And so everybody's TV is different, so I know you probably have to check on your listings that you get from the company that you rent your TV from, or your TV service from, and it'll tell you where the HBO Max channel is on your screen. But anyway, it's going to be on. I've seen a preview of the movie. It's all professionally done. It's the story of boys in a small town in Illinois, Batavia, that are trying to be the first to get their hands on a what do we call this? Nintendo Entertainment System. And so it's a very intriguing and comedy-related movie, and I'd encourage you all, if you have a chance, to dial that up and take a look at it, because I think it'll enhance your Christmas spirit as a Batavian. So that's just another twist in Christmas, and Batavia continues to have those all the time. And perhaps the biggest Christmas night of Batavia is going to be this coming Sunday night, November 28th, starting about 5:15. People will gather down at the Peg Bond Center on the Riverwalk, and about around 5:30 or so, between 5:15 and 5:30, Santa Claus will be arriving in Batavia, and once he arrives, he's going to help myself and Craig Fotos, who's going to serve as Master of Ceremonies for the Sunday night event, and we're going to throw the switch and light the Batavia Christmas tree, which is right here along Houston Street by the water fountain there at the Riverwalk. And so, again, lots of people show up. It's not unusual that we'll have between 500 and 1,000 people down here if the weather is good. And so it really kind of hopefully puts Batavia into the Christmas spirit. And on that night, we will also then be turning on whatever other Christmas lights are to be turned on. And another thing that's happened is most of the trees on the Riverwalk, starting from the Depot Museum all the way around City Hall, have been targeted and decorated by various clubs and groups and organizations. So it's going to be a very festive Christmas scene in downtown Batavia starting on Sunday night. So if you're looking for something to kind of tap off the Thanksgiving weekend, I can't think of a better thing to recommend to you than to go ahead and do that. And so Batavia is going to also that night have a concert by the Batavia Community Band under John Heath. And following that, there'll be some nice Christmas music provided. And hopefully it'll really throw you into the Christmas spirit and give you a sense of what Christmas is all about as it revolves around Batavia. And we are also trying to put together some stuff which I'll probably announce next week, working with our churches in town to do a couple of meaningful events celebrating that. So as you can see, this whole talk today has been about the Christmas days that are about to arrive. Like everybody else, I'm excited that Batavia is having this brought in, and I just would encourage everybody who wants to bring the family and come on down and participate in the good things that are going to happen. There's going to be some efforts by the Batavia Library to talk about some Christmas books, and there's going to be some stuff at the Depot Museum. So there's going to be plenty of attractions for people to take a part of. So please come on down, and look forward to seeing you. And with that, I'm going to end this under a wish that, to begin with, this coming week, have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll have more to tell you about Christmas in the days ahead. Have a great time.